One of the most discussed topics on semen retention is male aggression, right? And female attraction. So I'm gonna give my little 2 cents on this as a semen retainer, as someone who's been practicing for about 2 years now. Men are very. I'm speaking as a man. Men are very good at smelling bullshit, right? They can just we can just smell it like from a mile away. We could just like someone could just be walking down the street and they're trying to maybe put on some swag, maybe some macho. You could just tell they're not the real deal. Like you could just smell it. You could see right on them like, wow, that's not you. And then there's other guys who are like bummed out like crackheads and they're like bugging out. And then somehow you can like smell as well that like he's a little crazy, but he's realer than that other person, you know? And that goes for any genre. Any genre. You could talk from like literally anybody. You could just they could just smell bullshit. So one thing that I noticed on longer streaks of semen retention is that when I was to fast from PMO, right? So no porn, no physical lust, even though mentally it was going haywire. Like the guys could like smell my bullshit and I couldn't put my finger on it because I was like, well, I'm practicing it. Even though I'm not perfect, I'm practicing it and I'm fasting. Isn't that a good thing? Why are they reacting to me badly? So I try to like mentally come up with an answer like, oh, they're just mad that they're not doing it, or they're just intimidated. But these guys would be like 3 times bigger than me and could still smell my bullshit. And now I'm talking like I got mad guy friends, bro. Like mad guy friends. Like, bro, me and my 3 coworkers, all guys, like we be cracking jokes, man. Like we be eating food, smoking weed, chilling, boy, big time, kickback. None of that male aggression shit is in there because it's like they can smell that I'm not bullshitting. They can smell that I'm not putting on a character. You know what I'm saying? Like they could smell that I'm just coming as me. And I can smell that they're coming as just them. That's why we click. That's why we click. We're all from different backgrounds, but we click like that. Because real smells real. Like that's just what it is. Now, I think this topic with the women attraction is a little more complex. There's a lot more angles to it because I'm not a woman, right? When I was bullshitting and the guys really didn't like me, at least that's what it seemed, the girls really liked me, right? They really accepted me. Like they really wanted to hang out with me, you know? That's an interesting phenomenon, bro. Because now that I'm retaining and I'm cool with all the guys that I'm cool with. Like this is the most amount of guys I've ever been cool with on semen retention. Word to everything, you can stamp it, put my name on it. That's the truth. Now the girls are more uh normal. Like they're not all over me. Like they're not like obviously I still get the attraction and stuff, but that's not the point. I'm talking about the intensity is like completely down a notch. And you know, I don't fucking know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is. I've tried to like contemplate it and think about it, but it just doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. Now, in a state of even more balance than I was during semen retention, even in how do I put this? Now it's like everyone's accepting me, not just the women, you know? And I used to take advantage of it too. Like at the beginning of the streaks, like I know that the guys were not fucking with me already off rip. And I knew that the girls were fucking with me extra heavy. So I would like, you know, before I'd meet a girl, I'd fast, or I'd like to tweak myself a little bit just to make my energy a little more potent and a little more raw. And they really fuck with it, bro. And it was just like, it was just like insane, twin. College was crazy, bro. Just crazy. I'm thinking about this. It was crazy, bro. A college kid on semen retention, man, they're in for it. They're in for it. I ain't gonna lie. But what was the original topic? Woman and male attraction or whatever. I mean, bro, your interstate is so pronounced by the type of people you hang out with. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Like, it's just all I'm gonna say, bro. When I was more out of balance, I was hanging out with a lot of women, bro. A lot of women, bro. I was picking up on their jokes, the stuff they do, the stuff they, like, just all the shit they do. Like, they're like us, but they're just different. I was just picking up on it. And, like, now, you know, in present day, bro, I don't have any close girlfriends, like, no close girls in my life, except for my sister. Like, my sister's super cool with me now. Like, she wasn't that cool with me. It's so interesting, bro. Like, I don't know how it works. Like, she was less cool with me when I came home and I was, like, fasting and super rigid and, like, God is the only way. And now when I'm, like, being myself, actually, like, she really has been fucking with it. And I could tell, like, she's really excited to see me. I love you. You know, like, that's cool. That's just so interesting, bro. It's like, even if they can't put it in words, people can smell your shit, bro. People can smell. And this is why I feel like we're all animals, bro. Like, we all have an animal instinct that's very deep in us, because there's certain things that we know that a brain can't figure out. Like, there's just certain things that we know to stay away from and we know to avoid. And then there's certain things that we know to just jump into just because our instinct tells us, yeah, or, you know? It's so interesting, bro. But yeah, man, I don't even know what the topic was, but I went from not being cool to guys to being cool with all the guys. And then from being super loved by women or cherished, or I don't know what the fuck, if it was some like reverse psychology shit, like they wanted to. This is interesting, actually. Hold on. This is interesting. This just hit me. Wow. My ex-girlfriend brought me around her family when I was on senior retention, kind of showing me off as like a trophy, kind of showing me off as a present. And I was aware of it. I didn't point it out, but I was aware. And wow, yeah, I don't think that attraction was real, to be honest. I don't. Even if they did give me pussy and they did give me a lot of attention, I don't think that was like, it doesn't feel like my sister's attraction. It doesn't feel like a real home, like you're someone I really care about type of love. It was a very superficial, oh, I just stumbled across a gem type of attraction. Yeah, young guys, don't fall for that woman attraction, man. Don't fall for it. It's so nice, and it's an amazing drug that is really healing for the guy's system, actually. But you can get duped. You can get... It's like any drug on the street. Like, you can just get hooked like that. And, yeah, bro, that's about it. That's about it. That's a good spill. That's a good spill. Like, it's actually pretty good. I didn't think I was gonna get that deep into it, but it's cool, man. I'm gonna watch these videos back and enjoy that shit, man, because I don't hear nobody talking about this.